Hey you guys, it is Joanna and Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. So it is Sunday, October 5th, 2025 when I'm recording this. The reason I'm saying that is because I literally just watched last night a Death in Apartment 603 on Hulu. Death in Apartment 603. Okay? And I can't get it off my mind because the trial and the whole case is still going on right now. So I'm going to tell y'all what happened. And I haven't even had my coffee yet. So that's how y'all know this show is crazy. It is a murder docuseries. If you like murder docuseries, you will like this, but then you also won't like this because it kind of like, you like get to it already, but they never get to it. And then when it ends, you like, for real? Wow. So let me tell y'all what happened. Before I tell you what happened, do me a favor so I could keep making these videos for you. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Okay, and also watch this video all the way to the end. I'm not gonna make it that long because once I tell you what's going on, you're not gonna need it to be that long. So long story short, it was this woman. She was an angel. She was so sweet. She was so loving. Everybody liked her. She was a teacher, right? I think she taught like the 5th grade or something like that. And everybody just adored her. But for some reason, she started acting like she was having anxiety attacks and she wasn't herself. Like her personality went down and everybody was worried about her. And so she started telling everybody like, you know what, I think this job is too stressful for me. And she was a teacher and the kids, I guess, was overwhelming and teaching. And she was like, I think this job is too stressful for me. And her dad was like, how about you go get therapy, see if you can get some help, or, you know, whatever. So she does. And they prescribe her some pills. Now, she had a husband. Right? And one day, her husband goes to the gym. It's a snow day. So the wife is still at home. She's still at home. Because there was no school, she didn't have to go to work. He goes to the gym. I guess he went to the gym for like 30, 45 minutes. Come back to the apartment and he locked out the house. She locked him out the house. So he couldn't get back in. So he started bamming on the door. She not letting him in. Long story short, he kicked the door down. When he kicked the door down, he fired her in there on the ground, dead. So he immediately called 911. He called 911 like, hey, my wife on the ground, she dead, she bleeding. I don't know what's going on. And whoop-de-whoop. So when the police get there, he explained to the police that he went to the gym and she was alive. When he got back from the gym, she locked him out the house and now she dead. So the police was like, well, it don't look like nobody was up in here. Y'all on the umpteenth floor of this apartment building. So ain't nobody broke in and killed the woman. She must have killed herself. So they ruled it as a suicide. They was like, it's a suicide. They send the body to the examiner or the coroner. I don't know what's it called. I'm going to take a bite of this sandwich. They send the body to go get looked at. They send the body to go get looked at to see exactly what the cause of death was. So while the body is getting examined, They had already said it was suicide. So they sent the crime scene cleaners to go clean up the crime scene. And they cleaned the apartment to the T. I mean, they cleaned that apartment so good. It was sparkling. All the blood, everything, they cleaned it up. It's gone. And that was before they could even examine the body. Because the dude was like, I live here. This is the only place I got to live. Clean this shit up now. Her husband. So they come, they clean the place up. She's Jewish, and I don't know what the Jewish, how they get down when somebody die. But they said that because she was Jewish people, they bury the body in 2 days. They don't wait weeks, you know, like us. Sometimes it be 2 weeks, sometimes it be 10 days. We don't, you know, but they said Jewish people, they bury the body in 2 days. So once the examiner was like, okay, you can have the body back, the report wasn't in just yet. The report didn't come back until she was in the ground. So the person was like, I'm done. I'm about to submit everything that I found. And once I submit everything, that'll be, you know, woo-woo-woo. So they like, okay, cool, we can take the body now. You done doing what you need to do. They take the body and they bury the woman in the ground. The next day, the report comes back. This woman has been stabbed 20 times in her neck and in her chest and in her back. She has been stabbed 20 times. Okay? In her neck, in her chest, and in her back. 20 times. So when the report come back, the reason I'm doing this with her family, because his family didn't give a fuck. His daddy, his mama, his whole entire family did not give a fuck what that report said. So her family, like, there is no way my daughter killed herself and stabbed herself 20 times in the neck, in the chest, and in the back. And so they're like, something ain't right. We need to investigate. Well, it was already ruled a suicide. So they can't investigate because the cleaning company then came to the apartment and cleaned everything the fuck up. So they're like, there's nothing we can do to go back. They had pictures, but you know, a picture can only do so much. So they was looking at the pictures and they was like, listen, I can't even look. I said I was gonna make this video short, but anyway, it's on Hulu. And so they can't even investigate because they've already cleaned up everything. So they're telling them it's a suicide. I'm sorry. We can't investigate. The mom and the dad of the woman is like, I'm not accepting that answer because my daughter is dead. And y'all telling me she killed herself, but then the report says she was stabbed 20 times in the neck, in the chest, in the back. And it was like, that don't even sound like a suicide. So y'all need to fix that and say it's a homicide so that we can get some help investigating her murder. It took 14 years. Go watch it because it's long and it's crazy. They was battling with the police department for so long. It happened in Philadelphia. It took 14 years for them to say, okay, it was not a suicide, it was a homicide. 14 fucking years. Now, this is still going on because I think they said they was going to do something October 14th of 2025, which is in a couple weeks. In a couple weeks, they're going to go to court and figure it out. But anyways, so once, it took 14 years. Once they ruled it from a suicide to a homicide, her husband wanted to say something. You ain't never gonna believe what the fuck he said. Oh my God. And I can't even remember it word for word, but he said something like, when my wife took her life, it left me bewildered and I lost a part of myself and I've never been the same. And he said something like, I wish that instead of us, this is what he said, but go watch it because I'm not saying it correctly. He said something like, instead of us worrying about if it was a suicide or a homicide, we need to be creating awareness about mental health issues and people who be having anxiety and all this stuff. He like, we need to be focusing on mental health. We don't need to be focusing on homicide. And the daddy of the girl was like, what? He like, I know something happened to my daughter because why is her husband reacting this way? I already know. In my mind, I'm like, the husband did it. The husband did it. Because the way that the lock is on there, they need the recording from that apartment building. The way that the lock is on there, it is a way to lock it from the outside. It's going to take a little effort. That's what I'm saying. They need that video. But y'all, please go watch it because it is crazy. That show right there had me up all motherfucking night. I was up all motherfucking night. I'm like, so they really didn't catch nobody. They really didn't arrest that man. They really didn't question that man. They really didn't do nothing to that man. Like, y'all could at least been like, hey, sir, we know that you was outside the apartment when you found her body. But something ain't right. Don't you think, like, if she was killing herself, that there's no way that she could be, like, stabbing herself in the back? Help us with more information. They didn't even... Anyway, y'all go watch it. It's called Death in Apartment 603 on Hulu. Okay? Do me a favor, though. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Be the first person to comment. That's what you really should do. Be the first person to comment. I'm going to see y'all in the next video, okay? Bye.